Hey Jay. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit sick today, so my voice can be weird.
Oh no. But is your throat hurting or something? Like you sound.
It was. It's got better, but um, I just have it's just a cold. I'm reading Noah's message. You wanted to talk about that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know if Rita is coming in?
I don't. Um, well,
No, I pinged her.
you did. Okay. Hey, give me a few minutes. I'm reading.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
What is the issue with the web generation in the excluded namespaces? So I didn't understand it.
So right now, we don't look at the webhook config, right? Um, while we generate web. So for example, let's say we generated a web from a constraint template, and that web is basically saying that no pods in any namespace should be created without an owner label, right? And there are like default exception at constraint level that are being added. Now let's assume that webhook itself has namespace exclusion to cube system, right? So now constraint template will not have will not enforce any pods in the cube system namespace, but web would. And so as soon as somebody transfers from constraint template to web, any request to cube system, any request or any update request or new create request for any types of pod in cube system namespace will be now blocked by VAP because the namespace was not excluded at the
Oh,
VAP
I
level.
see. Um, Do we have? Does VAP have that construct, the namespace exclusion?
Yes.
We just don't have it implemented in Gatekeeper.
Yeah, I mean, there are like match criterias, right? So I think the exclusion is part of it. Let me
I
make sure I.
So we should like automatically populate that from the config resource
Yes,
and
yes.
um, um, config and the I guess the exclusion and the argument one. I forgot what it's called now.
There is a namespace selector in invalidating webhook and like VAP both. So I think the namespace we do namespace selector.
I see. Yeah. So
Uh,
we just don't have that hooked up. I see. Makes sense.
yeah,
Ex yeah. So we have the exempt namespace. So we should. You're saying we should auto-populate the VAP from the config exclusion
yes,
and the
yes,
exact namespace exclusion, right?
yes.
I see. Okay, I
Uh,
think it's just that, right? Yeah. So something that
no,
runs in Gatekeeper and auto-populates that for every VAP that's created.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So sounds like the um. I'm looking at the options. Default. Um. Yeah, I mean, we could hot fix it. I mean, do we think this is a bug?
Yeah, so that's what like one of the things I wanted to discuss. So if you open the doc VAP, let me share my screen actually. Give me a second.
Yeah, I mean, we could create 3.20 dot whatever for this
Yeah.
one, maybe.
Uh,
Or we can do this internally too.
okay. So yeah. So sorry, what was your question?
No, it was a question. I was just saying we could either do this internally, or we could just create 3.20.1, depending if we think this is a bug fix or not.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So that yeah, okay. Now I
Kind of
have
for
my
future.
chain,
So
yeah,
yeah.
chain of thought. So last in the last to last community meeting, Rita discussed like introducing a flag for opt in, then opt out, and then finally like deprecating the flag and enforcing opt in basically. So if we consider it like hot fixing it, do we still need the flag? It will just be like, hey, this was a bug. We are treating it like a bug, and if you've been using VIP, then we are just sorry about it. But that's gonna be
Match. Oh, okay, I see. And then you're saying this will be
this one basically.
in the same thing as that your web operations thing. I see. So the match webhook web scope. I see.
I mean, we can practically just divide the two things, and then yeah, I mean, definitely the operations will be from
Well, this
webhook.
is a separate concept though, right? It is not the web scope thing because this is like a gatekeeper thing with the config um and the exclude namespace parameter.
I mean, it won't just be exclude namespace, right? Like all the matching criteria of the webhook itself.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that it's not a webhook configuration. So so say config one, it's not a webhook configuration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The look like from the config resource, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, uh,
So the flag is kind of misleading because the flag says match webhook web
Oh
scope.
yeah, yeah. I mean, then it should just say match web scope. Good catch.
Yeah. We can probably play around with the name. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you get my point. Like it's from multiple sources. One of them is config, one of them is the validating webhook configuration, and then the last one is the exempt namespace flag.
yeah. I mean, exempt namespace flag is yeah, I guess yeah. It's
Yeah, that specifically will apply to admission only.
yeah,
While the config one applies to like different things also, like audit and sync and whatnot. But the one we care about is I think the webhook one.
yeah.
So it'll be exam namespace and the configs webhook exclusion. Okay, I think we can just wire that up. Um, okay, I mean, let's see what Rita says. We can put it on chat. Um, if we want to go with 3.20.1 for this one, I mean,
I mean,
technically this is the future, but we can also just bug fix internally too.
yeah, but so just to be clear, to fix this, we'll need to introduce like several new watches, like one on config resource,
Yep.
like I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
triggering reconcile of VAP from config resource, from webhook resource.
Yep.
Uh,
Every time config is updated, we need to watch that, and then you need to update all the VAPs, right?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as long like we shouldn't just blindly reconcile all VAP as long as uh, the match criteria changes, then we should like update, like trigger the reconciliation basically.
Yeah. Match.
So we'll need to like cache the current matching criterias in the gatekeeper's memory, and like every time whenever the reconciler is getting triggered, like we'll need to check for if anything changed or not. Same for webhook configurations because
You mean like when the config resource got updated for like the exclusions?
yeah, I mean it could happen, right? Like that, no exclusions for validation process, sorry, no updates for validation process happened even when config resource was reconciled. So just triggering constraint template reconciliations and like in turn VAP reconciliations blindly on every config reconcile is just like very taxing.
Yeah. I don't know if you should do this in a patch release actually. Now that I'm thinking about it more, because this is like a very very complicated thing. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, we could just patch it internally just for us, but yeah, and then we can add this change in 3.21. Yeah, I want to get Rita's opinion on this too. I'll drop it in the chat. Oops, I accidentally pressed enter. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely. Did AKS say something about this?
uh not a case, but it's a valid concern where like this kind of breaks backward compatibility.
Yeah, because if you were excluding those, now you change it to generate WAP, then
Yeah,
your exclusions broke. Yeah, that one of it. Yeah,
yeah,
we never wired up the exclusions. I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I mean, so there are like bunch of exclusions that AKS adds on the webhook side. So I mean, this is basically like a legit concern, uh, breaking the existing behavior. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a good point. Yeah, yeah, the chat. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see what Vita says. I'm fine with that approach, but yeah, we should definitely add this. Yeah. And can you update your is this already updated in your design doc?
Yeah, it's what do you mean?
The exclusions from the exam namespace in the config.
Oh, I just added a note
Oh,
for
okay,
my.
I
I
see.
the config like exclusion of config resources there. I just missed exempt namespace thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's admission specific, so we should definitely have that one too.
Yeah.
And
So
the oh, and then the name the you're covering the namespace label exclusion too?
yeah, it's namespace label exclusion is part of the namespace
Okay,
selector.
cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what AKS does too. There's like a thing that adds like the label to the kube system, and
Yeah.
then that gets ignored by gatekeeper. Yeah,
So I mean whatever is there here
yeah, and
should.
then that's obviously a label, not a hard coded value, but anything in the oh, okay, hold on. The okay, so the gotcha is that ooh, this is bad. The config exclusion is not a hard coded value. It can be like star.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so I talk about this as well. I think. Uh,
So like what do we do with if somebody puts like say foo dash star? Because I don't think there's anything on the match constraints for that sort of thing.
yeah, there are no
Yeah.
wildcards. Um,
Ooh, yeah, that that
so
makes
I know, like I didn't discuss them in here, but um,
yeah.
there are like couple of options for that. One is like we can define, like we can build. Oh, actually, I tried it out in my code. I think. So what we can do is like we can define match conditions in cell expressions as well. So for whatever, for example, it's like foo star, right? And
Yeah.
that's a namespace. Then we can actually specify the match condition in the cell expression, saying that input review dot namespace should not starts with, shouldn't be, if it starts with foo dash, then it's the request is exempted, and that's a match expression which we need to like ingest it to the cell we create, the web resource we create. Let
Yeah.
me let me
So it'll be
see.
automatically injected into the expression then?
Yeah, we actually like
I
do
see.
automatically inject lot of things right now in vap when we
Yeah.
create it, so this will be like on top of it. Let me, yeah, this basically. Like here we'll just say if the namespace is like starts with this or like whatever there is in the cube config, sorry, config resource then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's another one. The I think I like that approach for if it's like a star thing.
Yeah.
Should we I'm just thinking out loud. Should we do that for all the config resources? Or should we go with um the web match criteria?
And what do you mean?
So we have different options, right? One is that we auto-populate the match criteria to to
Yeah,
examine
so
certain things.
that's the match condition does not exist in webhook configuration. Sorry. Um,
Um,
uh, so I think like these thing I don't think we said there in the webhook.
what do you want? Which one is these?
Sorry. So in VAP, right, the match
Yeah,
conditions they don't exist in the webhook that we like gatekeeper operates in. We only have like namespace selector, object selector, resource rules, and match policy. And so match policy is different essentially. Let me open gatekeepers.
I'm kind
Webhook.
of following.
Okay. So this right like
I
names.
see the Google Docs, by the way. I don't know if you're showing something else.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Oh, is that why you were showing me something else? And then okay, yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
confused.
yeah, that's why I have been keep like opening tabs in the same Chrome window, thinking that you are also seeing the same thing.
I can't see that. I thought you were talking about Google Docs.
Okay. Do you see
I can see
GitHub
it now. Yeah,
gate? So yeah.
yeah,
So basically, this is the validating webhook that we create, right? So it has
right. Yep,
namespace selector, rules,
yep,
uh, and like match policy, failure policy, and stuff. It doesn't have match conditions,
right.
right?
Yep,
But webhook has like match conditions as well as all the matching fields in the webhook configuration. Sorry,
right.
VAP has all the match conditions and the things. So now, if you think about it, right, like whatever there is in the webhook is followed, and then gatekeeper explicitly follows whatever is there is in the config resource. So if request comes into the gatekeeper, it's basically an AND operation between gatekeeper's config and webhook configurations. And here in the VAP, like its match conditions is basically a constraint on top of what we will take from the existing webhook configurations. And like so match condition will essentially translate whatever there is in the config, and rest of the fields are basically whatever is there is in the webhook config.
Yeah, I see. Um, so I think sounds like we have like config namespace exclusion and the yeah sorry config namespace exclusion examp namespace exclusion, and then the one in
Webhook
the
configuration.
webhook, yeah, the namespace selector and the match conditions. There's just so many things. Wow.
Yeah.
I think we need to. I think my question was, do we want to add everything to the match conditions in the VAP?
I don't think that's a good idea, and we'll go crazy like
Yeah,
translating everything in cell.
right. And then we have to
So,
constantly update stuff.
yeah.
Or
So,
do we want to like auto gen and update all the VAPs constantly?
what do you mean autogen and update what?
Remember, we said like we could inject stuff into the APs, but if somebody were to add a config resource to say foo star, right, and then we have to inject it to the existing VAP stuff, then we have to update the existing VAP resources.
Yeah.
And then
I mean
yeah,
that's fine. That's like automatically handled, right? But
yeah, I
uh,
like that one because that one is kind of more like you kind of just gather from a bunch of places and then add it to the exclusion. It's more flexible.
yeah, and it's like a federated, like not federated, but centralized
Yeah.
exclusion criteria where you can see everything. Like right
Yeah.
now, it
We still have a lot of places though, right? Like inputs will be like a whole bunch of places.
would sorry.
So like the inputs will be a whole bunch of places, like the match conditions, the namespace selector, config, and the example namespace.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's API servers load and not ours.
Yeah. Or do we want to match it? So I don't know. Again, I'm just thinking out loud. Say like the validating webhook configuration match conditions. Anything in there goes to the WAP match conditions. Anything that we can match.
I mean, we don't have match conditions in validating webhook configuration. Why is this not typing? Wow, my keyboard decided to die right now.
Uh okay. Works on. Yeah, I think I was just looking at it, right? You just had that page open. Yeah.
Oh, I thought this is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has match conditions. You were just looking at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then we
but
have the
yeah, so
namespace selector, right? And then the same two exists in WAP two.
yeah,
So again, I think the question is, do we want to match if it exists there? Say like match conditions to match conditions, namespace selector to namespace selector, and then anything else that's like the config and whatever, then we auto inject.
yeah, yeah. That's it, basically. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think those are the two options. Do we want to put everything to auto inject, or do we match where it exists, like apples to
yeah,
apples, as much as possible?
yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
both of
that's
them
two
are
good
needed.
options.
Like both of them are needed, right, to achieve this solution and like ensure one-to-one parity.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
either or.
I think that's kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
But obviously, like config to the match criteria, whatever it's called, like match constraints, match conditions, whatever. That doesn't make sense. Like it's because we support things like the star and all that stuff.
yeah,
Um, I guess we can use cell expressions in here too, so maybe that might work.
yep. Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think. I mean, this is a good. But I guess like we use config resource to exclude other types of processes as well. As
yeah,
like otherwise, this config like moving to this configuration makes a lot of sense, but
yeah.
it gives you dynamic things also because we have like reconcilers on config, so it's runtime process exclusion rather than deployment time. So yeah, okay. So sounds like we agree on the solution on
Yeah, I think we just have like a different bunch of different paths.
e
I'm fine with them as long as they kind of make sense. And then we do like apples to apples.
and
So like if they exist, we just mirror the fields,
yeah,
and then for anything that does not exist, the the flag and the config, then we just auto inject.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense.
Cool. And so I think we are waiting on Rita for her opinion on is this patch worthy or not. I think it's
Yeah,
a
I
whole
this
lot of
about
changes.
the patch. Yeah, this is quite a lot of changes. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I
okay,
mean, we
cool.
can still patch it to 3.20 just internally, and
Yeah.
then we can create 3.21 for this.
Okay, cool. I am actually going on leave next week, so I have asked Noah or Unlearn if they have bandwidth to pick this up, at least the webhook part of it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you're gonna be out next week. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, and then if they don't pick it up, you can pick it up when you
yeah,
come.
but like we have a release due in the mid October. Maybe like we can delay it for a week or two if we want to, but we'll
Yeah,
need
I
to
think
cut
we
down.
should delay that
Right.
one if this is coming in. I think this is like a big issue because we have not wired this up. And I mean, to your point, like if somebody changes to VAP, their existing exclusions won't be valid.
Okay. Uh, Let me make a note of that.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think about this before.
Do you see my screen or not? You don't?
I can't see it yet.
Uh, okay. Does this look good then?
Yeah.
2 weeks?
Let's see.
Maybe three? I don't know.
What was the milestone? I'm looking. We said October 15.
There is a KubeCon in the first week of November.
Yeah. October 15. How long do you think this will take?
uh, I mean, if we are really quick about it, I think it will take me. So we can implement it partially, where we can choose not to update like constraint frameworks, um, and like add support for operations there. Just like implement the webhook controller config resource namespace execution part and fix that first. I think 3 or 4 days worth of implementation, and then maybe 4 days of going back and forth.
Okay, let's say maybe the November 3rd. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Uh, Target November.
So it will be basically a month from now.
But so November 3rd is the RC date, or
Yeah. Either way, either
I'm
RC
coming.
or the stable, and then if it's not, we can just give it like what was the before 27. So let's just maybe RC for third, and then we'll do it on
Okay.
10th or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense because
But we
yeah,
can do an internal fix on this whenever you have
yeah, yeah,
the thing ready.
yeah. Sounds good. Uh, okay, cool. And I went through milestone planning a little bit, uh, and I rearranged some of the stuff.
Oh, cool. I was just going to ask if you have rearranged it because I
Yeah,
see open issues. Cool. I'll take a look at it.
and like let me know if you change anything or. I think I got it right, but yeah.
Yeah.
And these two PRs, I addressed all your feedback, so I
Okay, I'll
think
take a look at it again. Yeah, I think the most important thing was like the backwards compatibility on the first one, the WebP watches thing, because the cluster may not have those API
yeah,
versions. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I added the watch and like a condition on check for API.
yeah, and then there is a um race condition um on the
Second,
mutex stuff. So I think, yeah, if you address those, I think those were the biggest stuff.
yeah, I addressed them as well.
Okay.
So like the dirty bit is intentionally left out of log in order to optimize the performance. But now when the dirty bit is reset, it's reset inside a log to make sure uh, it wins the right,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it again. Cool. Yeah, I think those were the big ones.
Okay,
Cool. Yeah, I'll take a look at it as soon as possible.
cool. I'll update the VAP design doc to add namespace exclusion and match conditions from webhook. Give it a read one more time, see if anything is missing, and then ask Nova or Orlin if they can take it up.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. But we don't have to wait on this implementation for Rita, right? Do you think
Which one?
the taking data from webhook, config, and exception namespace and patching it to
Oh,
VAP?
let's wait for her input too. I think it's. I mean, she'll be fine with it, but I want to make sure that we get the okay from Rita too. And obviously for the, I don't think it should be a patch release, like for sure. So I don't think we need to get her opinion because I don't think it should be a patch release, but
Yeah.
just in general, like the approach. So for the, if we can, if it has the same exact thing in the WAP, we should just mirror them. If not, we auto inject. I think that's the best way.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. I think then we addressed all those things.
Cool.
Okay.
Does that have enough to go back to Noah about this?
Yeah, I think, I mean, I can let him know that this probably will not be patched, but if you really want it in 320, we can do it internally.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want. Yeah.
Yeah. And I listed two more issues in the doc itself. Um, so there is a PR up for this already. Um, Basically, like supporting operations in mutations and then allowing wildcards while syncing resources. I was just wondering if you wanna add this to milestone planning anywhere down the line. So,
All about class and resource seeking status. But this is open config resource. I have not read this one, so.
I mean, it's config resource or like it will be sync set also, right?
Oh, okay, I see. So it'll be applicable there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why we didn't do it. I don't. What was the?
yeah, I don't know also. So, oh,
Oh, so somebody has been bumping it.
yeah, that's why it came to my attention, and I was like, if somebody is like paying attention to it, we
I
probably
mean,
will.
so, like, sometimes like, hey, like if you are interested in it, just like take it on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ask them, but if we, it's like I have to spend energy reviewing stuff as well, right? And
Yeah,
spend some time figuring out design and what makes sense, what
yeah.
doesn't. And
Check with them if they're interested in writing up a design doc for this one. I don't know if you need a design or just. I mean, if if you think it's like fine to just do the implementation or not. What was the reason we never did this one? It's just we was not prioritized.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah,
I,
check
I,
with them if
I
they're interested on this one then.
yeah. Okay, cool. And somebody already raised a PR for this, so but the conclusion was there to like review or what has all been discussed as of now, and then like see if the changes make sense or we need a discussion or something like that. So we should probably add this to milestone somewhere because there has been work on like getting on this.
Yeah, sounds good. Do you want to add that the PR to the milestones then? I don't know if is it going to make the
No,
321?
no, it's not. Yeah, no.
Okay, so maybe 322 then.
Okay. Okay. Uh, this one, I think 323 or 324, probably.
I mean, depends on
Yeah.
if the person wants to do it, and then
Yeah, I'll just ping them.
um,
Uh, okay. I think that was all I needed from this community meeting.
cool. Anything else?
No, nothing else. Sorry, I was just thrown off by my like keyboard not working. It's like
Oh.
one tiny thing. It just messes up. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, sometimes happens to me too. It's usually like batteries running out or something.
yeah,
Cool. Thanks, Jay.
yep.
See ya.
Thanks.
Bye
See ya.
bye.